Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. There is a new ally that's been added to this universe online, the Batman. Let's take a look. Before we get started, we are on the test server, so it's not on the live server just yet. Normally when something gets added to the test server, roughly 2 weeks later, it gets added to the live server. So odds are in 2 weeks, we should have the Batman ally in this universe online. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see for that. So if we take a look at the Batman's abilities, so for the combat abilities, you can see that it will do plus 381% damage. I'm not sure why only 381 as opposed to some of the other allies. Although again, we are on the test server, so this could easily change. The first ability, the first passive ability is from the shadows. Upon entering combat, gives a percentage increase of might and precision for the first 6 instances of damage dealt. At max affinity level, it will be 4% might and 8% precision. Sadly, it is something that will only be good at the start of combat, and then afterwards will be pretty useless. Sadly, if they keep this ability as it is, I fear that it may create people that will swap allies the same way that people swap artifacts. So I wouldn't be surprised if people equip the Batman ally, enter into battle, do their first 6 attacks, and then swap to a different ally. I guess we're gonna have to wait and see for that. And there's also the world's greatest. That's the second passive ability. It reveals investigations, briefings, and collection nodes on your minimap. It also increases your collection speed, 100% collection speed increase. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. And where can you get the Batman ally? You should be able to get it from our friend Cyborg.
I've got what you, and more importantly they, need.
So you can see here the Batman ally for 500 source marks. If it works like the Superman ally, it should be added to the marketplace for roughly 25 bucks. The distinction between Cyborg and the marketplace is that when you buy it with Cyborg, you have to buy it for every single characters you want to use it with. As opposed to if you buy it from the marketplace, on the marketplace you can redeem the allies for every single characters on your account. So if you only have 1 or 2 characters, yeah, just buy it from Cyborg. But if you are crazy like me and you have like 30, 40, 50 characters, then you are going to buy it from the marketplace in order to be able to redeem it with every single characters in your account. Let us summon our Batman ally.
I'll make this quick.
That was a cool entrance.
Thought you could use a hand.
Oof, that exiting animation will need some more work. But we are on the test server, so they still have some time to work on it. So let us go try out our Batman in battle. So I've put the combat parser, so let us get into battle, and let us summon the Batman.
I am your worst nightmare.
Now let us try him out one more time.
I am the night.
So this was the Batman in battle. Let us try out his passive ability. So let us swap him with Superman. So for the first passive abilities, when you enter into battle, you get extra might and extra precision for the first 6 instances of damages. The second ability was greatest. It reveals investigations, briefings, collections. So let us equip that. Let us warp to Metropolis to try it out. So obviously, if you are an old warhorse and if you have been playing this universe online for quite a while, odds are you already have all the investigations and briefings in the game, so it's not an ability that will be very useful. But if you take a look at the top right corner of the minimap, there's a little magnifying glass. So it shows that we have the ability activated. It's pretty much the same as if we had used a radar enhancer in order to be able to detect briefings or investigations.
Guerrilla technician report.
And it says that it allows us to collect briefing, investigation, and collections faster. Let us swap the Batman and see if there is a significant difference.
Star Labs Metahuman Research Speed Test 1 recorded by Dr. Sarah Charles.
Let's see if we can get a collection.
You alright, Professor?
Obviously, it will be useful to do some collection farming, and you won't have to use radar enhancers if you have the Batman. So if you're a new player, it'll be useful to be able to get the briefings, investigations, and collections you need. Although, if you're an older player, it will still be convenient to get the collections. But odds are, if you're an old player, you already have the briefings and investigations. Although, whenever we get a new DLC, it could be useful for the first couple of days in order to be able to get the briefings and investigations, and in order to learn where the collections do spawn. So it's not a bad ability per se, but it's an ability that I would have seen more or on maybe something like Ace the Bat Hound. Just like they gave Crypto the ability to get more exhibits, this is an ability I would see more with a tier 1 ally like Ace the Bat Hound. Oh well. So again, just a reminder, we are on the test server, but this is a new ally that we will get roughly in 2 weeks on the live server.
I'm taking you to Arkham.
Oh noes! He says I'm crazy.
Someone's feeling lucky.
So again guys, just a reminder that we are on the test server. The ally should be added to the live server in roughly 2 weeks. I say roughly 2 weeks because as you saw, the animation, at the very least, the animation when the character leaves needs some extra work. But they could decide to rework also some of the abilities in the meantime. So 2 weeks is only a guesstimation, but whether it's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, more, we are going to get a new Batman ally in DC Universe Online. I guess we are going to have to wait and see.